If Willy Wonka needed ideas for a new factory, he might have to take a trip down to Victoria. At least that's the impression you get when you see UNI's headquarters on Howick Place. The office, a bright open space, is crawling with little details that make it pleasantly unconventional. The ceilings are covered in umbrellas. There's moss growing on pillars. Of course, there's a ping pong table and branded tote bags hanging on the wall. But so what? It looks hip and quirky, but did it make financial sense?
Rent here is less than half of what any of our neighbours are, and our neighbours live in really boring space. They're just standard offices. They haven't got 5 metre high ceilings. And so we internalised that. We said, well, wouldn't it be great to have a lounge? Wouldn't it be great to have a space where we can invite our brothers and sisters in the world?
The company moved in back in 2016, and getting that space was a challenge. It was dark and dingy, and getting planning approval was tough. For example, the council wanted them to prove they were a creative company.
The property had been on the market for 3.5 years. It had a very complicated legal position, had a very restrictive planning condition. A certain amount needed to be for creative space. We managed to convince Westminster Council that we are a creative company. Development can be a creative company, and we are a creative company. And so all of that, we internalise all of our skills of vision and property and legal issues to get a property actually really affordably.
The open plan office turns into a darker corner. Adorned with depictions of death and mortality, the corridor leads to an elevated boardroom within glass walls, which looms over the rest of the space.
We have to add value here. That's what we have to do for our shareholders. You can't make a consistently good margin by just doing something the same all the time. It's a very competitive world. We need the right balance of order and chaos. Beauty is in the middle of order and chaos. If we're brave enough to embrace both of those things, and we have the rigour of order and we have the curiosity of chaos, then we've got something special in our organisation.
To see UNI's latest office development, watch our building tour of the record store on EGI.